Agency in Motion Continuing Education Series brought to you by Millionaire Mindset Life. Today we're talking about the reasons if you are struggling in the close, and there's 8 of those that we're going to go through today. Number 1, you have no commitment to your potential greatness. You have to commit to your own success. That means spending time learning. It means spending time role playing, and it means spending time with the right people. If you're surrounded by average people, you're going to remain average. You have to commit to greatness as a sales pro and in all the other areas of your life, or else it'll never happen. Number 2, you have a shortage of closing material. Have you ever noticed that if you truly understand the subject, you usually don't hate it? Well, if you hate closing, it's usually because you just don't understand it, and that's yet. Or you don't understand your product. And in order to understand how to close what you're selling, you need to have a lot of material at your fingertips. You need stats, you need rebuttals to the objections that people have. You need all kinds of proof that what you're selling actually works, and that includes testimonials, case studies, demonstration proof. There are numerous kinds of proof, and you'll need all of them. The more closing material you have, the better that you'll get at closing, and the more that you'll actually love the process of closing. Number 3, you actually believe that price is an issue. Every price you see, somebody made that up. The dollar, gold, oil, the car that you're dying to get, the iPhone, it's all made up. Price is just an illusion. Think of it this way. For even the most expensive things in the world, there's someone who's willing to pay for it. The only time that price is really the issue is when you haven't demonstrated enough value on your end. Or if you're talking to people who just can't get the money. If that's the case, you need to go back and think about, the discovery period to make sure you're talking to, like we've talked about in a previous video, those who are both willing and able to pay. Number 4, you buy that customer's story. You've heard the saying that buyers are liars, and it's absolutely true. Buyers tell little lies all the time, stories designed to sell you on why they shouldn't buy. I'm just looking. You're not the only person we're talking to. I need time to make decisions. Most of the time, they're all just excuses and BS. They're just selling you on why they shouldn't buy. Yes, they're selling you. If you have let's say a 25% closing rate, guess what? You're being sold 75% of the time. Stop buying their story and put those percentages on your side. You're unwilling to pressure the prospect. This is a big one for a lot of people. Most salespeople are scared to pressure the prospect into a decision. Those salespeople are robbing their family of good things in life. They're also robbing their clients of the ability to gain the solution. If that's you, just stop it. It's your job to pressure the prospect. It's actually valuable to them. If they're in limbo, unable to make a decision, that indecision eats away at their psyche. Once they made their decision, it actually starts to relieve the pressure, whether they buy or not, and that's doing them a service. Pressure is your friend. We're looking for outcomes, resolutions. Number 6, you lack real financial goals. I hear a lot of people saying, I'm good with this number, I'm good with that number. Actually, you're really not. Nobody in America is living the kind of life they want on, $50,000 a year. On $50,000 a year, you're basically just a sitting duck. All it takes is one setback, one family emergency to bring financial ruin and chaos into place. If you set your bar too low, you'll be lazy in the close because you think, I don't really need this one, I'll get the next one. Set the bar high instead, stay hungry, and those little excuses no longer find their way into your mentality. Number 7, you just don't have the training. Sure, you might have raw sales talent training, but if you want to be a pro, you need professional training. And if you want to run a team, your team needs professional training too. If you don't have cutting-edge daily sales training that turns average people into rock stars, really, what is everybody doing here? You're just going through the motions, and that's it. And you're leaving a ton of growth. You're both on client side, partner side, organizational side on the table. And then finally, number 8, this is a big one. You're just not sold. If you don't have the confidence in yourself or you don't have the confidence in your product, you won't close anybody. So what do? If you aren't confident enough in what you're selling and you've learned everything there is to know about it, find something better to sell. You have to believe in the product that you're representing, and you have to believe in some small way that you are making a difference for the client. Agency in Motion, brought to you by MillionaireMindset.life. more education on managing, operating, and creating agencies in the 21st century.